Rebecca finally thinks she has found the demon's body. The corpse is strapped down, the symbol sits on its chest, and Raymond guides her on the phone. She cuts herself, uses her blood, and shoves the body into the incinerator. For 1 second, it works. Then the machine explodes. Rebecca is thrown across the room as reality folds. Teenage Rebecca on a hospital stretcher, trapped in her darkest memory. Then she wakes up inside the incinerator, screaming, "It isn't real," while she can't tell what is. She calls Raymond again. He never called her. The voice was the demon, and it didn't start with this ritual. It started when Rebecca accepted a night shift at a mortuary where the dead were never truly silent. At Riverfield's mortuary, Rebecca Owens finishes her final supervised embalming under mentor Raymond Delver. Emily Sawyer lies on the table as Raymond records a formal report. Rebecca works calm and precise, desperate to prove she belongs. Raymond notices thin scars on her wrist. She hides them. She makes the incision, drains the body, preps the fluid, until Raymond sees something impossible. Emily's toe twitches. Rebecca looks to him. He masks it, tells her to continue, acting like nothing happened. But his silence says he's seen strange things here before. Rebecca finishes and passes. Cleaning up, she notices embalming fluid is low and heads toward the basement. The basement is dark and wrong. Something shifts in the shadows. Raymond appears and stops her. "Don't go down there, ever. Use the front closet." Rebecca leaves. Raymond locks the basement door, watching something move behind it. In the office, he tells her she's fully hired. She'll do most embalming, mostly day shifts. If emergencies come at night, he'll handle them. When Rebecca offers night duty, Raymond shuts it down too sharply. He doesn't want her alone after dark. A headache hits Rebecca as she leaves. Once she's gone, Raymond returns to the basement and murmurs, "It's happening again." That night, Rebecca's keys vanish from the table and reappear elsewhere. A strange symbol shows up on her notebook. At her weekly support meeting, Rebecca announces 1 full year sober. Kelly, her sponsor, gives her the 1-year chip, reminds her to call if the urge gets heavy, and congratulates her internship. Rebecca's grandmother is proud of her progress, especially after what happened with her father. Later, in her car, Rebecca nearly approaches a dealer, then drives away. Raymond calls. Several bodies were transferred from the city morgue and he needs her back at Riverfields. He won't be there. Rebecca agrees. A storm rolls in as she arrives alone. The instructions are strange. Each body must be embalmed and then cremated. Preserve, then destroy, almost ritualistic. Rebecca follows orders, puts on upbeat music and brings out the first body. She notices a fresh wound and talks to it to fight the silence. She embalms it, enters the details, and a symbol appears on the paperwork. Behind her, the body turns its head and opens its eyes unseen. She loads it into the incinerator, then she spots her car door hanging open outside. She runs out, closes it, returns, and the air changes. Lights flicker. Whispers circle her until she's dizzy. She blinks and finds herself seated at a table with no memory of moving. For a moment, she wonders if sobriety has made her too raw, if the building is just feeding on stress. But the cold in the room feels alive again. The phone rings. Raymond checks in. Rebecca blames the storm for the lights and says she's fine, hiding the whispers and missing time. Afterward, Raymond is shown elsewhere carving strange lines into his own skin. She wheels out the second body. The power cuts. Her phone is nearly dead. She finds a small box marked with a candle symbol. Inside, paper strips, and lights one to carry a tiny flame back. The body's hand has shifted. She sets it back. A symbol glows on the wall. Under the sheet, the body moves, then smiles with pale, empty eyes. Rebecca sends it into the incinerator. The third body is bruised and cut. Knocking starts in another room. It stops when she checks. She glimpses a moving shape, thinks it's Raymond, but it vanishes. She tells herself it's stress and storm. Back in the prep room, the body is gone. The phone rings again. A voice accuses her. "You did this to me. It's all your fault." Blood appears on her hand. She yanks up her sleeve. Then it's gone. No wound, no blood, like reality is mocking her. She answers again. The voice becomes Ben, her father, playing through an old emergency call. His 14-year-old daughter Rebecca went to the lake and never came home. Rebecca remembers being with friends, taking too much, passing out near the water. Police told Ben to wait before filing a full report, so he went looking himself. That was the night he died. Rebecca calls out, but the line cuts. Guilt, addiction, grief, and the thing inside Riverfields blur together until she can't tell memory from the present. A horrifying figure flashes. Rebecca blacks out. She wakes in her own bed, terrified, with no idea how she got home. Pounding hits her door. She turns from the bathroom and the mirror fogs, and in the steam, words appear. "Let me in." The knock on Rebecca's door isn't a monster, it's Kelly. Rebecca has no idea how she got home, no memory of calling her sponsor, and no proof she hasn't slipped. Kelly is worried but firm, saying she's here to help. Rebecca lets her in. Kelly sees the shaking hands and panic and assumes relapse. Rebecca swears she hasn't touched anything, but Kelly insists it can restart from day one. Rebecca keeps repeating she doesn't remember coming home, calling, or doing anything wrong. Kelly hugs her, then Rebecca's arms tighten. Kelly tries to pull away and sees Rebecca's eyes glow sick yellow. Something else is looking through her. Kelly runs, but Rebecca hits her with terrifying strength. They slam through the kitchen. Kelly grabs a wine opener. Rebecca overpowers her and leaves her motionless on the floor. Then, Rebecca snaps back. She scrubs blood from her hands and calls Raymond, choking out that she did something horrible. When she says she's home, Raymond tells her to return to the mortuary. Rebecca demands why he left her alone. Raymond admits he suspected something. Then Kelly's body moves. Rebecca bolts and finds Kelly outside, confused. The attack never happened. Another vision meant to ruin her sobriety. Kelly tries to stop her, but Rebecca drives to River Fields. Raymond tells her the truth. The bodies are shells. Entities can hide in corpses, but what they want is a living host. And this one has chosen Rebecca. Possession is a process. It weakens its target, studying fear, guilt, shame, grief, and turning memories into weapons until the victim stops fighting. That's why she keeps seeing her father. The bond has begun. If it locks, Rebecca is gone. The only way to stop it is to learn the entity's true name and burn the correct mark with the body it's using. Raymond shows a tray of symbols, pieces of the name, and says she must find the right combination. Rebecca's body stiffens. The entity takes over, speaks through her, mocks Raymond, and throws him across the room. Rebecca grabs a fire poker and advances. Raymond rips open his shirt, revealing protective symbols tattooed on his body. The marks shove the entity back long enough for him to escape. He runs out and locks Rebecca inside. When Rebecca returns, she begs him to open the door. Raymond apologizes. He can't stay near her. If the entity gets through him, they both lose. He leaves her trapped. The phone won't work. Rebecca digs through his notes, trying to learn in minutes what took him years. Outside the window, her grandmother asks to be let in because it's cold. Then her voice twists, accusing Rebecca, pounding the glass. "Let me in." Rebecca turns and sees Ben, her father, inside. He offers a scalpel and says they can finally be together if she hurts herself again. The entity is using the people she loves to make her destroy herself. Ben attacks. Rebecca feels pain slice through her leg. Then the vision snaps away. Rebecca is alone, holding the scalpel, realizing the truth. She was attacking herself. The cut is real. She drops the blade. Later, Ben is gone, and the missing body has returned to the prep room. Rebecca sneaks in, grabs tools, and stitches the cut in her leg. While she works, the body sits up. When she looks, it drops back down. A whisper urges her to cut. Rebecca takes a scalpel and steps toward the body. It lunges, fighting her for the blade. She drives the fire poker into its neck. It barely reacts, yanking it out like nothing. Rebecca wraps wire around it and ties it down while it laughs in the demon's voice. Then the phone rings. Raymond tells her to choose the body, offer blood, and burn it. Rebecca obeys, cuts herself, lets blood touch the body, and shoves it into the incinerator. Then the incinerator erupts, throwing her. Reality breaks. Teenage Rebecca strapped to a hospital stretcher, trapped in her memory. The teen becomes the adult, and she wakes up inside the incinerator, screaming, "It isn't real." Then she's back in the room. The body is gone. The ritual failed. Rebecca calls Raymond, insisting she did exactly what he said. Raymond is confused. He hasn't spoken to her since he left, so the voice was never Raymond. It was the entity. Raymond rushes her. Go downstairs, find his tapes, follow the recordings. His voice starts to warp, and Rebecca realizes the entity is trying to hijack the call. She forces herself into the basement, grabs the tapes, and runs back upstairs. She plays the recording. Raymond lays out the method. Burn leading strips. Each strip reveals a sigil. Match the sigils on the tray to build the full mark, then place it on the correct body, the one actually holding the entity. But the mark isn't enough. The ritual needs a reagent, blood taken from the possessed, binding the entity to the chosen body so it can't slip away before the fire. Raymond says it can be stored. On the tape, he demonstrates with Valerie, cutting her arm to collect blood. Now Rebecca understands again. She's hunting the right corpse before the demon finishes turning her into its home. Inside the recording, Raymond explains why Valerie matters. She's the reagent source, because the entity is still tied to her. He says without her blood, the demon can slip out before the fire takes the body. Rebecca studies his notes, lights a paper strip, and walks the mortuary. The strip reacts, revealing the first sigil. She copies it onto the tray. Ben appears, speaking like the father she lost. For a second, she believes him. Then his voice twists. His hand clamps her throat, and he laughs in the demon's voice, telling her to let him in. Rebecca snaps out before it can take her. She unlocks the strange basement door and finds a hidden space with a small opening. Through it, she sees Raymond and Valerie trapped inside a wooden coffin-like box. Valerie begs, but Raymond says she isn't Valerie anymore. Rebecca burns more strips, following their pull-through storage and the supply closet until the final strip leads her into the bathroom. The last sigil appears. Then the door locks. Water floods in. She slips, hits her head, and blacks out. The nightmare drags her to the lake. Young Rebecca unconscious while Ben shakes her awake. A demonic shape moves in the woods. Ben stumbles back, slips, and cracks his head on a rock. When Rebecca wakes, her father is gone. She opens her eyes in the present. The bathroom is dry again. She returns to the office, places all 4 sigils on the tray, and the center glows. The mark is complete. Now she needs the reagent. Valerie's cries pull her downstairs. Valerie begs to be freed, and Rebecca almost gives in, then remembers Raymond's warning. Emotion over ritual means the entity wins. She promises she'll return, takes a bottle of Valerie's blood, and goes back upstairs. Rebecca checks the bodies until she finds the corpse marked with the matching symbol. In the prep room, it growls and shifts. Rebecca presses the completed mark onto its chest, seals it, and injects Valerie's blood to bind the entity in place. The demon whispers, "Doubt, are you sure?" But Rebecca doesn't answer. A burned name spreads across the forehead. That confirms it. She shoves the corpse into the incinerator. It twists and screams, but this time the ritual holds. The body burns, and the mortuary finally feels quiet. Rebecca goes back to the basement, and the demonic figure is still waiting. Ben's voice murmurs that it will never end, and an unseen force shoves her down the stairs. She blacks out into the memory again, but now she sees it clearly. Ben died trying to save her. The demon has been using that guilt as a cage. Ben appears again, telling her to stop punishing herself and let the dead rest. For the first time, Rebecca listens. The vision fades. Morning light fills the mortuary, no blood on her clothes. For a moment, it feels calm, until Valerie cries again. Rebecca opens the box and frees her. Valerie clings to her, then her voice twists and she attacks. Raymond rushes in, raises his protective mark, recites a prayer, forces Valerie back, and locks her inside again. Upstairs, he admits Valerie has been dead for a long time, but her possessed blood is the only reagent he has. Keeping her trapped is cruel, but it prevents worse horrors. He warns Rebecca, she's safe now, not free. Once this darkness touches someone, it can find them again. Rebecca steps outside. Children are playing, and she almost believes she can leave until she sees the demon watching them. If she leaves, someone else becomes its doorway. Rebecca turns back. She chooses to stay.